The economy in crisis led to a record-breaking year for hunger in Oregon.
More people than ever before are standing in line waiting for emergency food.
Food bank officials say high unemployment have caused families who have never needed help before to ask for free boxes of food.
Last month, more than 235,000 Oregonians were out of work.
And statewide unemployment was 12.2%.
We haven't hit rock bottom yet.
The need for food is only growing.
We are seeing more and more people who are in greater need for food. I think the mix of the clients are very different. We have people who have college educations, who in the past would have been donors to our program, who would have come and actually worked in the back and volunteered in our program, who are now finding themselves in a place because of unemployment being so high here. They are the ones that now are in need.
I was having a hard time making ends meet because I found myself on my own as a single parent, and my income went way down.
My husband got sick and needed to be cared for, so I stayed home and took care of my husband, and we became homeless during that time.
I found myself in a place where I wasn't able to provide for my children and all of their basic needs.
It's kind of depressing when you look in the cupboard and you see one can of soup and the peanut butter jar is almost empty. And you still have a week to go.
To try and calm a hungry child and get them to go to sleep so that they don't feel hungry is terrible, because you are so overwhelmingly filled with guilt that your child is hungry. All you want to do is feed them because you know that will solve the problem. But to not have food is not, it feels terrible.
The Oregon Food Bank is an organization that collects food for agencies like myself to be able to distribute to clients. If a person is hungry, they would come to our site, receive a food box. The Oregon Food Bank makes it possible for us to be able to have access to foods that we wouldn't normally be able to get on our own.
It was an enormous relief to be able to go in and get a food box, because I knew that my kids weren't going to go hungry that night.
It gives me great peace of mind to know that the Oregon Food Bank is there to give me a helping hand when I need it.
We wouldn't be able to do the things that we do or the quality of what we do if it wasn't for our relationship with the Oregon Food Bank.
I felt like I was the only one in my situation. When you feel alone, you feel like you're outcasted. But when you realize that there's other people that have similar needs, it kind of eases the pain, eases your heart.
And no one prepares for a time when they can't provide for their children. We were glad that Oregon Food Bank had planned for a day when we couldn't provide for our children, because we certainly didn't see it coming.
The nutrition education program is a really good service, especially for young families, for families that might not have known how to cook like that before. My daughter is learning to like the foods I'm making for her. The best thing is probably when I include her in the preparation of the foods. I had gotten a really good cookbook from the nutrition education program, and I'll show her some of the different recipes and let her choose what we're going to cook and fix together, and get her involved with the chopping, helping me with preparing. She still will stick up her nose to it a little bit, but I'll let her know that it's healthy stuff and this is really good for her to eat.
Just by donating some food or donating your time for an hour, even though it may seem so simple and irrelevant, that it may touch on 2 people. And if it touched on 2 people, it could touch on 10 people or 100 people. You just don't know sometimes how things will evolve.
Gosh, when I am helped by other people, it's humbling. it touches your soul that people have so much love for you, and it makes you want to help other people.
Anytime someone is helped in something that is most basic, I think it turns on a switch that everybody has that says, we're all part of a greater community, and I can help. And I've been helped, so now I want to turn around and help.
If you don't have much money, but you have even 5 minutes of time, they always need help.
What the Oregon Food Bank does is very important for our family and hundreds of families like ours.
If people are able to give monetarily, if they have the means to be able to do that, that is a huge help, and people very much appreciate it. I appreciated the services of the nutrition education program. I appreciated receiving food boxes.
They might be looking on their shelf, I only have 3 cans of beans, and they're looking at their kids and saying, what am I going to feed my kids today? So I think now more than ever we need to give, because there's such a great need for people.
Maybe the child that you feed, and it sounds very cliche, will grow up and do something amazing. Maybe they won't. But nobody deserves to be hungry.